What's up, powerful people? My name is Eli. You can call me Super Kid, and I'm here to welcome you to part 9 of West of Loathing here on Super Kid Plays. Powerful people, I hope you're excited for today's episode, and if you are, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell. Leave any comments you have for me in the comment section, and please share this video with anybody you think might like it. That's all I ask. Powerful people, today, what shall we do? Let's talk to Pete real quick. Looks like a good place for a mule. What do you think we should do next? Not the railroad camp. Any other ideas? The Potemkin Gang. That's right. Okay, thanks for the reminder. The Potemkin Gang. Yes. I remember these guys. There's a crate lying in the dust of the trail. It has a pickaxe stenciled on the side, but it isn't clear if that's to indicate contents, destination, or opening instructions. Open it up with your crowbar. You pry the lid off the crate with your crowbar, so that's one of the possibilities eliminated. Can of oil, sulfur match. Oh, hey, what's this? A lodestone ring, blood building tonic, and a bottle of laudanum. What does the lodestone ring do, I wonder? Let's check it real quick. 20% of meat gains. I don't think I have any rings other than that, do I? Oh, the nasty ring. I think I'll keep the nasty ring on, actually. And we got sulfur match, a can of oil. Well, let's check these guys out. No entry to the bar. The guy shouts, "Visiting hours are over," and runs over to you. So that guy wants to run me off. She doesn't want to be near me. Ow. What about this guy? The bandit looks distraught. What's the matter, buddy? I lost my belt buckle. Did you look near the... Oh, okay, you can just tell them where to go. All right, so those guys are a motley crew, huh? You duck into the outhouse to plan your next move. While you're pondering, you notice something weird. This outhouse has a back door. Leap through the back door. This is the backside of the Potemkin Gang's hideout. I'm not even going to act like I don't know how to do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the back of the jail. Turns out it's just flat plywood like a theatrical set. The ropes that are holding this thing up don't look very strong. You could knock it over pretty easy, but you should probably hold off until just the right moment. Indeed. So we need to get them all in front of the jail. And of course we have to go back through. There we go. The outhouse. So let's go do that. So, stand here. Actually, what I want to do is go to the jail and get that guy to come over here. Then, I think I can talk to this guy without him coming up. Did you look near the jail? Oh, good idea. I'll look there. All right, do that. And then, ow. There we go. Now they're all standing in front of the jail. Genuine TNT and sandwiches. That's really funny. The TNT is just a red herring, I believe. This doesn't seem safe at all. You're right. Cut the ropes. This is the back of the jail. Turns out it's just flat plywood, like a theatrical set. Crash! The fake building falls over on the real bandits. Oh, yeah. That's what I feel like I'm saying with that walk right there. Now, let's collect our captured bandits. The gang is knocked out. You can arrest them now if you want. Take them to jail. So that's the Potemkin Gang. How'd you get them? Pushed a jail over on them. What? Never mind. All in a day's work. Yeah. You're blocking my way. Yet another wanted poster. Lots of criminals around these parts. The Black Hat Bandits for horse theft and selling of counterfeit glue. Last seen headed north towards the Old Millinery. Did I already take these? The Gherkin Brothers for kidnapping, brining kidnapping victims and attempted sale of human flesh for consumption. Jesus. Last seen headed for the old abandoned pickle factory. Can't let these dastardly criminals escape justice. It wouldn't be kosher. That's hilarious. Would you like to investigate? Yes, indeed. You marked the old pickle factory on your map. Hopefully chasing them down won't get you into a real, you know, into a pickle. That's great. Let's see. Let's go to the Old Millinery. As you're riding along, your eye is drawn to a polka-dotted flower growing on the side of the trail. It's a northern clownwort. Oh, I don't have foraging. Damn. Clownwort. This is the hats, the Old Millinery, the hats factory. Let's head on in. You walk into the millinery and find 5 bandits lounging around on big piles of half-made hats. It's the law, skedaddle. The bandits scatter like cockroaches, each shutting themselves behind a different door. Guess you'll have to wrangle them individually. Alright. Is this where they're hiding? J'accuse. That one was easy. So you have to get all of them, or the one you don't get, you know, will come release his friends, or her friend, their friends. There we go. You have to wait for that one. Saw it move. Yep, okay, I knew there was a female bandit here. And you can't go into the room after you've caught the bandit in it, which is odd. Is it this hat that's different? That would make sense, but then they've all been at that same spot. Is it a... Nope, I guess not. That one was weird, because they've all been in the very first spot so far. Okay, maybe not this time. One of them is asleep, I know that. Oh, and one of them, there's like a piano, that's right. Now, let's wait a little bit. Somebody should start snoring, I think. At some point. Maybe I'll just go do the music first. This was apparently the demo model for a player piano showroom. From a player piano showroom. It's got only 3 songs in it. They're all children's versions of traditional songs that are in the recently invented public domain. And they're all set up to play just the first few seconds on a loop. The people who worked here must have hated it. What song do you set the dial to? The Yellow Rose of Public Domain. You changed the song on the piano. Ugh. Anybody like this song in here? Anybody at all? Just heard it loop, that's funny. Anybody in here like it? No. Apparently not. There are other songs, though. Public Domain Joe. Is that whistling you hear? Okay, cool. Which one? Which one of you is whistling? There we go. Only one left. Turn it off. Good riddance. That door is very locked. Okay. I think we just have to wait for one of them to, like, reveal themselves in here. I'm not 100% sure how I got them to do it before. Somebody's snoring. There we go. I knew it. Just had to be patient. You found all 5 of the bandits. Deal with them. What do you want to do with these bandits? Turn them in. You march the Black Hat bandits back to Dirtwater on the end of a rope and lock them in the town jail. Where'd you find them? That old millinery? Yep, of course. You know, bandits would be a lot harder to find if they didn't keep picking such thematic hideouts for some reason. Anyway, here's your reward. Thank you. Oh, we have a lot of XP. Ooh, we could up 2 of our 100 ones. But should we? Grin and Skull, that's cool. Bean Golem is 300. Let's see. Dang, that's 400 for lockpicking? That's crazy. Let's see. Let's up our gumption and the lava fava, I guess. And we still have 50. Let's bump these up as well. All right. All right. Oh yeah, that's the Gherkin brothers. Okay. Let's head back to the millinery and check out what was in the office. I don't know, forget about that. Okay. Into the office. Pick the lock. It's several years worth of hat magazines. Hat Trend, Hat and Head, Hats Today, that kind of thing. Okay. A guy who sat here wore a lot of hats, but he made even more. The guy. Oh, dang it. It's a safe, slightly larger than a large cowboy hat. I'd like safe cracking. How do you get safe cracking? I don't know how to get new skills. Can't remember. The abandoned pickle factory is going to take me too long to do right now. It takes a while to get it all situated. Let's just wander around, I suppose, for a second. To your delight, you see the silhouette of a big circus tent towering over the pines. You discovered a new map location, a circus. Let's go there now. This place is creepier than shit. Well, this is a little weird. You didn't expect to find a circus all the way out here. There's basically nobody around for miles. There's a rodeo clown manning the ticket booth. Well, there hasn't actually been a rodeo since the cows came home, so I guess he's just a clown. Clowns. What's the matter, you don't like clowns? They're creepy. When I was little, my uncle would give me nightmares with old stories about them. Oh, sure, you mean the old tales about demon cows and demon clowns fighting down in hell? Yeah, and how rodeo clowns dress up like that because the first rodeos were reenactments of those battles, and it became a traditional thing. I remember them stories from when I was a youngin' myself. Ain't thought about it in decades. Don't be fouling your britches, though. These clowns is just fellas in makeup. Yeah, I know. Still creeps me out, though. Barnaby Bob's Perfectly Normal Traveling Circus. Is that what it was called? As you approach, the clown puts on the basically cheerful facial expression that retail employees use when the last thing they want to do is deal with a customer. But they're not allowed to say no. Let's talk to him, or allowed to say so. Welcome to Barnaby Bob's Perfectly Normal Traveling Circus Sideshow, sir. Sideshow, sir. How can I help you? I'd like to see the circus, please. Well, you came to the right place then. You want to get inside, you'll need a ticket. And presumably you can sell me one? Why, certainly I can. That's my job, after all. For you, sir, a ticket will cost 5,000 meat. Say what? Does seem a bit high. Does it seem a bit high? I promise you, sir. At this price, it's a real steal. We've got that right. I'll buy the ticket. You unload 5,000 meat onto the counter. The clown looks surprised. Well, okay. I guess you've bought yourself a ticket. Let me just stamp your hand for re-entry. There we go. Enjoy the show. What about my partner? Partners get in free. Well, thanks. As you enter the circus, the ticket booth clown shouts, "Welcome to Barnaby Bob's Perfectly Normal Traveling Circus Sideshow, sir," in a loud and enthusiastic voice. Thank you. You stroll into the circus, actually I guess it's more of a carnival, but let's not split hairs, and find it almost entirely deserted. There aren't more than a dozen other patrons besides yourself. There are a bunch of clowns around, working at the booths and so on, more clowns than customers, which is a little unsettling, but at least the lines won't be very long. Got it. The merry-go-round has a dirty canvas tarp over it. Read the sign. The sign says condemned. Until further notice, we encourage anyone suffering from horse bites to consult a doctor. Good call. This clown is presumably selling tickets to the sideshow. Howdy, fella. Can I interest you in the wondrous and mysterious delights of the sideshow? What do you have in there? Or what all do you have in there? Secrets, mysteries, things too weird and disturbing to be witnessed by the light of day. Freaks? Not just freaks. Gosh, how much does it cost? For you, 300 meat. And for everyone else, 300 meat. Okay, I'm in. You won't be disappointed. And in the event that you are disappointed, no refunds. He takes your meat and stamps your hand. You lose 300 meat. There you go. Enjoy! Thanks. The sideshow tent is fairly large and packed with weird things to look at, like all good sideshows are. A few lanterns are hanging from the ceiling, casting flickering shadows around and making everything look even more eerie. A clown is hanging out in here, presumably to keep an eye on the exhibits. He grins and nods as you enter. Come on in. Take your time. Have a good look around. Just remember, no touching. The eye guy, I forgot about him. This guy is a startling sight even for a circus freak show. His entire head is one enormous eyeball. As you look him over, he stares back at you. Not that he's got much choice. Hello there, I'm Zoth. How's it going? Can you talk? Guess not. Let's take a closer look at him. You move a little to the side and lean over the rope to get a closer look at the guy. He's basically just what he seems to be at first glance, a guy with a giant eyeball for a head. You do notice two things, though. First, he has an odd lump at the, well, what you would call the base of his skull if he had one. A sort of crumpled, fleshy mass the size of a fist. With a squint and some imagination, it almost looks like the crushed and shriveled vestigial remains of a human head. The second thing you notice is that his ankles are locked to the legs of his stool, and the legs of the stool are bolted to the floor. So, the circus gig. His hands slowly curl into fists, and the knuckles turn white with tension. I see, understand, I mean. Do you blink? Or wink, I guess? I guess not. Okay, well, see you around. I love the eye, dude. This man is neatly dressed, though his suit is a bit threadbare and out of fashion. He's smoking a pipe and leafing through a magazine. When you stop to look at him, he nods amicably. Hello there. Welcome to the Sideshow. My name is Douglas. Hi, I'm Zoth. Delighted to meet you. So, well, are you perhaps trying to think of a polite way to ask what's wrong with me? Yeah, you got me. Don't worry, Zoth. I am in a sideshow, after all. It is an obvious and natural question. Wait a minute. You said that last bit without moving your lips. Are you a ventriloquist? Not at all. Allow me to demonstrate. He stands up and turns around. His back is the same as his front. That is, his suit has been tailored with two front sides, and he has another face on the back of his head, with his hair cut and parted appropriately. Ta-da! As he sits back down, his knees and other joints crack and pop loudly as they reverse themselves. Douglas winces slightly, though certainly not as much as you'd expect. What in the... Surprising, yes? A bit, yeah. How is that even possible? Douglas shrugs and holds his pipe up to the now back of his head so his other face can take a puff. Are you... what's the phrase? Siamese twins? Not exactly. It is difficult to describe, I'm afraid. Two minds in one body with two faces? It would be closer to the truth to say two instances of the same mind, with, as you say, two faces. You're right. That doesn't make any sense at all. The other face chuckles and Douglas holds his magazine behind his back. It took some getting used to do. That much is quite certain. Were you born like this? I wouldn't rather not discuss how I came to be this way, if you don't mind. Okay, sorry. No apologies necessary. Your knees must be a wreck. Surgery was necessary to permit them to bend in both directions. It sounds worse than it feels, I assure you. Why are you in a sideshow? With a regular suit and a haircut, you could easily pass for normal. I have a contract. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot the clown making a gesture, but you don't catch what it was. Douglas clears his throat. Plus, well, it's quite the life, you know. Free room and board, travel the world, and you meet such interesting people. Talk to you later, Douglas. There's a lady here with her head sticking out of a hole in a large metal box. She nods politely at you. Hello. Hello there. Enjoying the carnival? Well, it's interesting. She smiles slightly. Yes, I'm sure it is. Can I ask you a question? Certainly. What's your name? I'm Janet, and you? I'm Zoth. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Zoth. Why are you in a box? That's a rather personal question, isn't it? Oh, sorry, I'm only teasing, dear. Would you like to see inside? Sure. Janet whistles to signal the clown, and he moseys over. He unlocks the door to the front on the front of the box and throws it open with a theatrical flourish. Inside, instead of Janet's body, you see a tangled, complicated assortment of glass tubes and pipes, ticking clockwork gears and pumps. Liquids of various colors, mostly red, slosh through the tubes. A large bellows near the top inflates, then begins to slowly deflate. What do you think? Some kind of trick, right? You're folded up behind a mirror in there or something. No trick. The clown chuckles and walks around to the back of the box. He opens a hatch and waves at you through it, then saunters back to his place by the shelves. It's amazing. I've never seen anything like it. Well, I'll take that as a compliment. It's certainly educational, I imagine. The larger tank on the left is my stomach, if you'd like to see what I had for lunch today. Examine her workings. You watch the various liquids slosh around in their tank and pipes for a minute. Weird, gross, but indeed educational. You got a perk anatomical learning. Hell yeah. How did this happen? Were you in some kind of terrible accident? I'm sorry, but I can't talk about that. Of course, sorry. It must be a painful memory. Her calmly composed face creases into a very slight grimace as she shoots a sidelong glance at the clown. Yes. Well, it was nice to meet you. It was nice to meet you, Janet. So long. Good luck, Zoth. And there's Janet. That's great. Excuse me. These shelves are filled with jars, and the jars are filled with things. Really weird-looking things. About 30 seconds left. We'll look at this stuff. And again, call it. You lean in a little closer to inspect the jars. They mostly contain malformed and or mutated animals pickled in formaldehyde, a three-headed kitten, some kind of ferret or weasel with 8 legs, a twisted Mobius loop of snake without a head or tail, weird, crazy stuff. One shelf seems devoted to two huge, gross, pale grubs. like fat, featureless white worms the size of a sweet potato. It's disgusting. The one on the end is larger than the others and has shiny black eyes. Someone has painted its face in an apparent parody of clown makeup. Yuck. Take a closer look. The pasty white face has been painted with the light blue triangles over and under the eyes. The creature has a long, thin slash of a mouth as well, and the area around it has been painted with bright red lipstick. The black eyes flash red as the thing suddenly thrashes in its jar, spinning to face you and stretching its open mouth, revealing rows of yellow shark teeth. You stumble back with a cry of shock. Yeah! I got you pretty good there, buddy. What is that? It ain't a real critter. It's made of rubber and clay and doll parts and such. Got an electromagnet under the shelf to move it with. He takes a little push button gizmo out of his pocket to show you. Should have seen your face. You about jumped out of your boots. Well, all right. Thanks, creepy clown, for that. Powerful people. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell. Leave any comments you have for me in the comment section, and share this video with anybody you think might like it. Those things help out a ton. Next time, powerful people, we will investigate the rest of the Sideshow and perhaps the rest of the Circus. But until then, my name is Eli. You can call me Super Kid. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe. Peace and love.